My husband packed my bag and threw me out at 7 months pregnant to teach me a lesson, so I vanished and made him go nuts looking for me. The crime was asking him to come home early enough to help me put the crib together. He stayed out with his friends, walked through the door at 1 in the morning, and when I told him I was upset, he decided I needed to learn how good I had it. He pulled a duffel out of the closet, threw some of my clothes into it, and set it by the front door. Go stay with your mother, he said. Think about how you talk to me. You'll appreciate this house a lot more after a few nights somewhere else. I asked if he understood I was 7 months pregnant. He said, then you'll learn fast. I called his mother Sharon because I still believed somebody in that family would hear how insane it sounded out loud. She had been waiting for my call. Devin told me you've been giving him a hard time, she said. A little time apart might fix your attitude. You should be grateful he's this patient with you. Pregnant, and this dramatic. So that was the team. My husband putting his pregnant wife out the door, and his mother congratulating him for it. Devin stood there waiting for me to cry and beg. He was so sure of how this went that he told me the ending before it happened. You'll be back by the weekend. You've got nowhere else to go, and we both know it. That was the part he believed most. I picked up the bag, and I left. He expected me to drive to my mother's house, 20 minutes away, where he could cruise past at night and let me sit in my guilt. So I did not go to my mother's. My sister Nadia lives 3 hours away in another city, and that is where I went. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, texted only my mother Agnes and Nadia that I was safe, and went quiet. The first night, Devin was still riding high. Enjoy your little tantrum. The door's open when you're ready to say sorry. I did not answer. The second night, his tone changed. Where are you? You're not at your mom's. I drove by. This isn't funny. I did not answer that either. By the third day, the calls were constant. From him and from Sharon both. Here is what was happening while I sat at my sister's dining table. Calm for the first time in months. Devin drove to my mother's house and my car was not there. Agnes, who had heard the whole story, told him she had no idea and shut the door. He tried to call my friends and realized he did not have their numbers because he had never bothered to learn the people in my life. The man who told me I had nowhere to go could not find the one place I went. Sharon called Agnes and switched from smug to sweet. We're just worried about the baby, she said. This has gone far enough. Tell her to come home. Agnes told her the last person who needed to worry about the baby was the woman who cheered while Devin set my bag by the door. On the 4th day I answered. He was not angry anymore. He was scared and talking fast. Thank God. Where are you? Are you okay? Is the baby okay? Just come home. We'll forget the whole thing. I told him I was fine, the baby was fine, and I was not coming home. He said it was just a fight. I told him a fight is when two people argue. What he did was pack a bag for his pregnant wife and put her out to prove she belonged to him, and I had spent 3 quiet days learning that I did not. He begged. He cried. He promised counseling. But it was not about me even then, because in the same call he said, do you know how this looks? My mother is beside herself. People are asking questions. That was the real panic. Not that he had hurt me, but that throwing me out had blown up in his face. I stayed at Nadia's. I had a job I could do from anywhere, and a savings account he had never paid attention to, so I was not the helpless dependent he had counted on. Devin's calls slowed once he understood I was not folding. Then came a different kind of pressure, the legal kind, about his rights to his child. Sharon called Agnes and said I was a cruel woman keeping a baby from its father, as if that door had swung shut on their side by accident. I had my